that, sir. Please don't talk to me. I don't want to.
Oh, say does that start?
Hello and welcome to Saturday Night with the NBA on 2K Sports. Well, Grant, trade talks always ramp up this time of year. But if you're a player in those rumors, that can really take a mental toll.
Oh, B.A., absolutely. Especially the first time it happens. You have to try and remind yourself that it's a business. But sometimes that doesn't make it any easier.
So the Houston starting five. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Fred VanVleet out there with Thompson. And it's Durant in at small forward. Now here's Durant. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Durant against Avdia. Pass to Henderson. Here's Kamari. Avdia outside. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Şengün finds Durant. They double team Durant. Shot on the wing. Holiday grabs the miss. Pass to Henderson. Back to Holiday. Henderson outside. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen. That three's off the mark. And the third pick in 2022, Jabari Smith Jr. He struggled at times in his rookie season. But Clark, he's making some major strides now.
You know, B.A., you've heard me and others say this, but every player runs their own race. Everybody's development journey is their own, to own and to run. Sometimes it just takes a little while longer for guys to adjust at this level. But I tell you one thing about that young man, the progress he made lets you know he's got what it takes to one day be an all-star in this league.
Now here's Henderson. 10 points in his last outing. Here's Kamari. It's not going to go for him. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. For three. And Durant hits from deep. Durant's got 5 now.
Well, Durant looks close to automatic. I mean, he does not second guess or hesitate at all his shot selection.
Avdia passes to Holiday. Pass to Kamari. And it's going to be a 3-second call. With this pause, let's update you on the best rebounding teams in the NBA over the previous 10 games. The Rockets, number 1.
And over the last 10 games, this team has brought it to the glass. Everyone is getting involved and trying to help one another secure boards.
Şengün. Portland with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Back to Holiday. To the inside. Good D by Şengün.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And it's Thompson penetrating. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got 3 assists tonight. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. As always, things getting interesting in the West. A look at the standings. Taking a look at Houston, they are holding down the number 1 spot in the conference. Not a bad position to be in. And, of course, the Trailblazers just need to keep fighting.
I think for Houston, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Blazers trail by 3. Here's Holiday. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Holiday's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Some nasty handles from Holiday, leaving the defense shaking its head and all.
A nice shot by Smith.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
Van Vliet outside. Here's Şengün. Portland with a rebound.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
And he banks in the layup. Holiday's got 10.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Durant, and he drives in. And Durant with the big finish.
Just a natural-born scorer. Kevin Durant is especially elusive and skilled at converting on the drive.
Here's Avdia. Durant pulls it in. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 assists now in the game. And Durant with the block.
For all the scoring, KD's 7.5-foot reach can sometimes get overlooked. He said, let me remind you with that rejection. Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Holiday against Van Vliet. And there's a pick. Holiday looking for an opening. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul. Sharp, he's checked in for Portland. Eason's checked in for the Rockets. Finney-Smith comes in for Durant. Van Vliet against Henderson to win the run. Eason pulls it in. The Rockets lead by 6. Pass to Şengün. Lets it go from deep. Sharp grabs the miss.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Here's Kamari. Three-pointer, Holiday. Drops in the 3. Holiday's got 13 now.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Knocks it down from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so it's Houston leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. We'll be right back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
We've got Bol, Denny Avdia out there with Sharp. Then it's Williams, and it's Grant in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And there's a 3-second violation.
10th in fast break points, and they're a solid rebounding team. It's not something they stress necessarily, but they have the talent and size to get their fair share of boards.
And this is a team that can really run the floor. Looking at those fast break numbers, they're in the top 10 in the league for finding quick points. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Off the inbound. It's hauled in by Houston. And this squad has managed the unthinkable, stringing together 34 straight wins and eager to add number 35 tonight. To say they're on a heater is an understatement.
I don't even know how you describe the winning streak this team is on. It's a combination of the talent this crew has, but the confidence and self-belief and togetherness, cohesiveness that these guys have. It's a special thing to behold.
Finney-Smith pulls it in.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
That's good by Thompson.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Here's Sharp. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And the Rockets making a change here. Durant's checked in. Portland shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
If you look at rebounding rate, Tari Eason is one of the best in the NBA, Clark.
Yeah, you think about rate, it basically looks at what percentage of rebounds do you get while you're on the floor, and Eason is prolific in terms of boards per minute, uses his 6'8" frame well. He's gobbling up rebounds at well under 1 every 3 minutes. That's a lot of heavy lifting there, folks.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Rockets.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
For the Trailblazers, Clingan, he's checked in for Bol, and it's Scoot Henderson in for Grant. Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. From the inbound, and it's laid in by Henderson.
There's so much energy when Henderson is on the floor.
Up top, Durant, guarded by Sharp. That's good from Durant on the assist by Thompson. Durant's got 12 points.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Henderson against Thompson. Clingan, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
You know, I like that decision from Henderson giving up the rock.
Here's Durant. Durant powers through the contact to finish inside.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Henderson against Thompson. Poke loose. Henderson, the pass to Avdia. Inside, here's Sharp. That shot off the mark. Eason with some nice D. The Rockets lead by 10. Launches it. Can't get it to fall. 6 for 10 now.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Henderson, the pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
Pass to Williams. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds in the game. Fires the 3. Another 3 from Houston.
He's now matched his three-point total from the first quarter here in the second period. 4 in the game already for him.
To the paint. Tries to keep it alive. Here's Capella. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. Capella's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
Kamara, he's checked in for Portland. Holiday comes in for Avdia. Alperen Şengün's checked in for Houston. Van Vliet comes in for Eason. Back to Henderson. Will it go? Nails it from 3. Henderson's got 5 now.
There's something Henderson is still working on, getting his three-point shot to be a little more consistent.
Şengün passes to Durant. Durant owning the inside.
It seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
And it's Henderson with the ball for the Trailblazers. Down by 15. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
Offensively, it was never their night. The issues they suffered were pretty clear.
Yeah, the offense was AWOL. It just wasn't there. No rhythm, no flow, just a tough day.
Finney Smith's checked in for Thompson. Here's Sharp. Good D by Finney-Smith.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
For three, Smith. And Clingan pulls it down.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Henderson finds Sharp. It doesn't go for him.
If this quarter is any indication, he's not going to be the guy to turn this game around in their favor.
Şengün, no good. Blazers trail by 15. Pass to Henderson. Lots of room. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
From the arc. Fires in the triple. Şengün's got his second basket of the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Clingan. Holiday from long range. It's hauled in by Houston. Durant's got 4 rebounds now. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Şengün. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Şengün's got 5 points now this quarter.
Defense on top of Şengün inside, but he uses his agility to overcome it.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And here's Durant. Fades away. The shot, no good. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Houston, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. More 2K action in just a moment.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting?
I've got a good idea who I want to see make the cut. So far, these results are close, but I know what I'm thinking. It's right there, Shaq.
That's why this is a democracy, Kenny. One person doesn't get to choose.
And switching gears now to that first half, big hill to climb for the Portland Trail Blazers.
Where's the perimeter, D? I see no sense of urgency, and those boys are getting scorched.
Big fella, you might be able to guard the perimeter better right now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's take a step back.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Fred VanVleet out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Kamari. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Portland's shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Houston leading by 22. Down low. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Şengün finishing with authority. There you go, big fella. Make them feel you.
And how about the Fred VanVleet story? From undrafted to all-star and NBA champion.
It's one of the remarkable journeys in the history of the league. There are a number of guys that have gone undrafted and ended up being all-stars and champions. But you think about it, one of the things they have in common in my mind, B.A., is a real understanding of who they are and what it's going to take to be successful. And then the willingness to put in the work and not be distracted by naysayers or the glamour of being a pro. They've got a real anchoring as to who they are and what their business is about. and then they maximize their ability. That's Fred VanVleet in a nutshell.
Timeout called. Portland. Eason's checked in for Kevin Durant. And with this break, we can see the teams that are wasting no time turning defense into offense. Number 1, Houston.
These guys have been showing great anticipation defensively, and then they've been converting mistakes into points at the other end.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Back to Henderson. Pass to Klingon. Here's Kamari. 6 on the shot clock. Now Henderson launches a 3. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Eason. Here's Thompson. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
Pass to Klingon. Thompson against Henderson. Here's Klingon. Here's Kamari. Eason pulls it in.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Here's Şengün. Smith outside. Back to Şengün. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Hey, when Şengün gets the ball inside, good luck trying to stop him. He'll punish you down there.
First trip to the line for him here. Portland making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the second one. And it's Henderson with the ball for the Trailblazers. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. That'll conclude their longest homestand of the season, 5 games.
Second team foul.
Here's Henderson. He's got 5. Here's Holiday. And the layup is good off the glass. Holiday's got 15 points.
Tonight, we're seeing what Holiday's capable of. He's a total team guy, wants to set up other people, but he can also carry the offensive load if called upon.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 12. And that one, good.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Henderson scanning the floor. On the wing, Holiday. 6 to shoot. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First in scoring, and they're the best passing team in the NBA. Number 1 in assists this season. That tells you a lot about the leadership and the attitude of this squad. No one player puts himself above the team.
And it's no secret the league is definitely more offensive-oriented nowadays. And they are the best of the bunch in following that trend, leading the league in points per game.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Avdia.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Holiday against Eason. Henderson outside. From deep three-point land.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
First team foul.
Grant's checked in for Portland. Sharp comes in for Avdia. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Holiday is checked in. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Capella with it. Pass to Holiday. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Scoot Henderson.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Holiday hits them both. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Ooh, it's stolen by Eason. Up and in on the layup. Eason's gotten 4 this quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Uh-oh. Changed his mind on the way up and tricked himself.
Puts the move on, and the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Bol, he's checked in for Henderson. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. That one falls for Grant.
You know, the first thing that jumps out at you when you look at Grant is his athleticism. I mean, this guy is a terrific dunker and finishes well around the basket even when he doesn't dunk.
Finney-Smith's shot is off. For Portland, they've gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Outside Bol, pass to Holiday. Williams, a screen on Holiday. Got it. Good job at the low post. Holiday's got 20 points.
Yeah, you look at Holiday, just so smooth and graceful. Doesn't miss a beat rolling to an open shot.
Here's Finney-Smith. Drains the triple. The Trailblazers have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. This one for 3. Rockets with a rebound. They host the Pistons after this one, and that's the first of just 2 home games for them. It's good. Finney-Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And so it's the Houston Rockets with an almost surefire victory here, up 32 at the end of the quarter and dominating. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Bol out there with Robert Williams. Then it's Jeremy Grant, then there's Sharp, and it's Avdia in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Out of bounds, it'll be Portland's ball. Here's what the Houston Rockets have lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Detroit Pistons. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan as it should be a close one.
Here's Grant. Avdia, right side. Uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, nice dish there by Grant. Playing unselfishly and putting the team ahead of himself.
Houston's shooting has been unreal. 64% from the floor. Here's Burks. Bol grabs the board.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
Here's Grant. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Puts it up from 12. Finney-Smith pulls it in.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
And here's Shepard for 3. Buries it from 3.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Off the mark there with a 3. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Avdia against Adams. 3-pointer Sharp. It's hauled in by Houston.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And Burks gets it to go. Well, Portland's shooting only 39% so far in the game. Outside, Williams. Pass to Grant. And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Grant?
It's so important, B.A. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world.
Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Avdia. No luck on that one. Capella with the defensive effort. Puts it up. And Burks with the basket on the assist by Shepherd. Burks has got 4 points this quarter. Burks against Avdia. Stolen by Burks. Pass to Shepherd. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Bull. To stop the run. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Burks. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Now Sharp. Clock at 6. Williams with the screen. Sharp. That one's good.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Here's Shepherd. And counted from 19 feet away.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Burks. Pass to Shepherd. The 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Kamari. Pass to Grant. 5 on the clock. Knocks down the triple.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Rockets.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And their efforts tonight pushed them to 41 wins on the year so far.
And this win will close out this season series at a lopsided 3-0. They must be riding high, having locked down 3 straight wins against the Trailblazers.
And what a huge performance it was for Kevin Durant.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
There's 37 seconds left in the final quarter. Avdia can't get it to go. And here are the Rockets. Durant for 3. And no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And it's Dorian Finney-Smith with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Avdia finds Henderson. Now here's Holiday. To the middle. 6 to shoot. Here's Klingon. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Timeout called. Houston. Only 2 seconds left in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
And they're hoping to wrap this one up.
Yeah, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break.
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
Well, I tell you what, it's been so much fun watching him do his thing out here. I mean, the game is looking effortless for him, and he's riding that wave of confidence and momentum, which has allowed him to completely take over and dominate.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there. Off the inbound pass, it falls.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForge. All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill,